Everyone, the Redfield High School staff, I welcome you to our annual high school awards program. Before we begin this afternoon, we would like to take a moment to recognize the organizations, families, and individuals that make possible the scholarships and awards our students will receive today. Would all of the people involved in the scholarship and awards please rise and be recognized at this time. Thank you very much for your support for the Redfield Public School. All right, Jim Beckridge will now be presenting the Grade 8 VFW Auxiliary Citizenship Award and the 48 Voyager 1556 Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Again, it is our intention to make the following presentation to the annual awards program from the Redfield Veterans of Foreign Wars. To the graduating seniors, boys and girls who excelled with a combination of athletic and scholastic achievement, we would like to present a $100 cash award. First recipient is Mason Whitley. See what happens when you get old? I forgot my reading glasses. Congratulations. Cameron Rolls is the other recipient. Congratulations. I also have the honor of presenting the Auxiliary Citizens Award from Linda Bay. Did I say that right? And Matthew Buckle.
That's you, Mike.
All right, next we have Harry Schmidt.
I believe I did that right. Thank you. Congratulations.
Next we have Harry Schmidt awarding the American Legion Citizen Scholarship. The 48 Voyager 1556 Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Voyager 1556 in Redfield. Pleased that we present scholarship awards to the following students this year in the amount of $250. With the goal of the 48 to help students pursue a career in the field of nursing. The following students, please come forward. Akira Paulson, Mallory Smith, and Cameron Ross. Thank you very much.
Next, we have Bob Schume announcing the American Legion Citizen Scholarship and the Junior High American Legion Citizenship Award.
Good afternoon. The American Legion Foundation, one of the pillars is Americanism. So with that, we'd like to recognize students and young people who excel in our Americanism program. So first off, I have a scholarship in the form of $300. And this will go to Marie Weller. Who will come up, please. Also, nice with that medallion that goes with that, honor investment. The next one is Cameron Walls. These are certificates for Americanism. This one goes for 7th grader Anna Schlechter. The other one is for 8th grade, Patrick Buckle. This award is a certificate of appreciation to Kevin Weller. He will be going to Boy State on our Americanism program. That's all we have.
Next, we have Roseanne Lemmer presenting the Girls State Recognition.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. I am here on behalf of the American Legion Auxiliary to recognize the 2 girl skaters that went last year out of the senior class. So could I please have Marie Weller and Cameron Rose come forward? And thank these girls for taking the time out. It took a week out of their in May last year. I do not announce, I usually announce the new girl skaters, and I had no one apply. So there'll be no one this year. So thank you, ladies, for taking the time.
Next, we have Ray Johnson presenting the Redfield Area Arts Council Award.
This year we received 12 applicants from the Redfield and surrounding communities for Arts Council scholarships. And today in Redfield we are awarding them to Noel Kastner, and Marie Weller. They'll receive $250 in the second semester.
Next, we will have Paul Hodges announcing the Lions Club Scholarship.
Thank you. I'm Paul Hodges, the treasurer of the Redfield Lions Club. Redfield Lions Club was formed in January of 1958, so we've got 65 years of service in the community. The Lions Club model is we serve, and based off that, applicants were asked how they serve their community, their school, their church. And so we're going to award two $300 scholarship, one to Marie Weller and the other one to Annie Smith. Thank you, people.
Next, we will have Mary Ellen Hershey presenting the Community Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship.
The mission of the Community Memorial Hospital Auxiliary is to assist in the comfort and well-being of all persons who are hospitalized in the Community Memorial Hospital. One way in which we do this is to provide scholarships to students that are going on into the healthcare field. They have to be a senior in one of the schools in Spink County. This year we're presenting 6 scholarships, given one to a student in Northwestern, one to a student in Hitchcock-Tulare, and 4 here in Redfield. So I'd like these 4 people to come forward, please. Ashton Arthurs, Kaylin Kraft, Cameron Raltz, and Mallory Smith.
Next, we will have Bob Tipp presenting the David Marion Muller Scholarship and the Leland Lucille Strahl Educational Trust Scholarship.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an honor it is to be able to present these scholarships. We have to do this. The first scholarship that I'll be presenting will be the David Marion Muller Memorial Scholarship. David Marion Muller lived here in Redfield. David worked for the city of Redfield for about 28 years. Marion, his wife, worked at the State Hospital Developmental Center for almost 40 years as a practical nurse up there. And they decide each year they're going to give a scholarship to a Redfield graduating senior. This year's recipient of the David Marion Muller Memorial Scholarship is Gracie Fast. Next, we have the Leland and Lucille Strahl Scholarship Trust. Scholarships to give away. This year, we're giving away almost $50,000. Both Redfield and Northwestern High School get the exact amounts to be given away. Leland and Lucille Strahl own the farm up by Ashton, east of Ashton, and had no children, had very few nieces or nephews, and they put a large endowment into a trust to be given away to graduating seniors who are going to further their education in any school, whether it's a 4-year degree in college, trade school, or VOTEC, and it can be in any state. This year's recipients are, first, and if I can have you all stay up here, please. Ellie Evans. The amount given to each one will be $2,200. Next, Noel Kastner. Our next recipient, Charlie Nussbaumer. Next recipient, Ashton Arthurs. Next recipient, Kyle Woodring. And our next recipient, Mason Whitley. Our next recipient, Tyler Esser. Our next recipient, Tara Nyando. Our next recipient, Bridget Lambert. Man, this is fun doing this. Next, Seth Seabright. Next recipient, Keaton Ross. Next, Marie Weller. Our next recipient, Trey Turk. Our next recipient, Ashlyn Clausen. Next recipient, Nolan Bell. Next award winner, Kaylin Kraft. Our next recipient, Mallory Smith. Next recipient, Riley Bergran. Next recipient, Gracie Fast. Next, recipient, Annie Smith. Next recipient, Elliot Conrads. Our last recipient, Cameron Rawls. Seniors, remember those speeches I gave you all here in class? That's what it's all about. Thank you very much for applying. We'd like to have you all stay up here for just another moment and get in groups so we get a picture of it. Appreciate it. And thank you, people, for everything that you do. Swell family, greatly appreciate you doing this every year. And what an honor it is for me to be able to present 22 people, $2,200 this year in scholarships. Thank you.
Next, we will have Frank Schwartz and Wade Schwartz presenting the Willard and Doris Schwartz Memorial Scholarship Award.
Willard and Doris, a proud parent of 9 children. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren were involved in these sports and events throughout the year. Willard and Doris took great pleasure in following the family over the years, supporting them. These events often took on in many good times and discussions. Willard and Doris truly loved the family atmosphere, and their events created a dedication and unwavering commitment, one put forward, and signing up for the challenge. A scholarship is being awarded to a senior individual who best fulfills it. This year's acceptance information award.
Next, we have Tommy Gregg presenting the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship, the Redfield FBLA Chapter Scholarship, the CTE Scholarship, and the Life Serve Scholarship.
First, the Sons of Legion Scholarship. In 2009, a Sons of Legion post was chartered in Redfield, South Dakota. The organization is proud possessors of priceless heritage. Our purpose is to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States, perpetuate a true spirit of Americanism, and preserve the memories of our forefathers that fought in the great wars. We gather in order to promote a sense of individual obligation to community, state, and nation. The Sons of American Legion family support Americanism, scholarship, the welfare of our children, and service to our community. This scholarship is selected by a committee appointed by the Sons of Legion members. This year, we are able to award 10 winners. This year's winners are Bridget Lambert, Taryn Yandel, Gracie Fast, Noel Kastner, Seth Seabright, Cameron Rolfs, Keaton Rolfs, Ashlyn Clausen, Marie Weller, and Mallory Smith. Next, the local FBLA scholarship. The local FBLA scholarship is awarded to an outstanding member or members of our local FBLA chapter. This year, we have 6 winners. This year's recipients have been very helpful, making our FBLA chapter successful. These winners are local officers and 1 state officer. This group of members has always been willing to help out at our local blood drives, Valentine's Day sucker sales, concession stand, and plan various other FBLA activities. This year's winners are Mallory Smith, Trey Turk, Mitchell Mack, Annie Smith, Marie Weller, and Charlie Newsbaum. Richard Lambert.
Also, at our state conference this year, Charlie Nussbaumer was a recipient of one of the state FBLA scholarships. She was a state officer this past year, so a round of applause for her. This is a new scholarship this year. We switched blood drive companies this last year, and this new company is very giving, especially back to the schools. So we have the LifeServe Blood Drive Scholarship. The Redfield FBLA members and RHS students successfully organized blood drives this school year that reached the required number of units. As a winning school, one senior was selected to be a recipient of the LifeServe Scholarship. This scholarship can be put towards tuition at any college, university, or other higher learning establishments. This student, who has been active with the LifeServe Blood Center blood drive over the past 4 years. She has not only donated blood herself, but also helped work the drives and recruit and encourage people to give. This year's winner and the first winner is Annie Smith. Lastly, the CTE Scholarship. The Redfield Career and Technical Education Scholarship is for students that were active in career and technical education organizations such as FCCLA, FFA, FBLA. The funds raised for these scholarships come from the annual CTE night, which takes place during a basketball doubleheader. Before we announce this year's recipients, we are making a change to the scholarship going forward. Mrs. Brace, our current family and consumer science teacher and FCCLA advisor, who's retiring at the end of the year, along with her husband, Mr. Brace, our former ag and industrial arts teacher and FBLA advisor, have a combined 74 years of service to the education. Their dedication to their students, CTE, FCCLA, and FBLA have been unmatched. In honor of the service and dedication to our CTE department and the FBLA school district, Redfield School District, the CTE Advisory Committee has decided to rename this scholarship to the Brace CTE Scholarship. At this time, would Mrs. Brace please stand? This year's recipients will receive a $500 reward each. This year we have 4 recipients. They include Tyler Messer, Marie Weller, Bridget Lambert, and Charlie Nussbaum. Thank you.
Next, we will have Caitlin Frost presenting the Physical Achievement Awards and the Ashland Community Hall Scholarship.
Good afternoon, everyone. Seniors, congratulations on all of your accomplishments thus far. I wish each and every one of you a bright and successful future. I would first like to recognize the journalism staff for the time and effort they have put into publishing our school yearbook and newspaper. If I could have Mallory and Gracie come forward, I'll have you guys help me hand out some awards. Mallory Smith and Gracie Fast have been my editors for the last 2 years and have led our truth fearlessly. Okay, other members are Hayden Gall, Murphy Lewis, Kinley Smith, Carly Brabant, Addie Evans, Emma Freewald, Brinley Newhart, Siobhan Phillips, Brooklyn Rishi, and J.D. Turner. If you guys would please come forward. Thank you for all of your hard work. We appreciate it. This last year, for our yearbook last year, 2022 yearbook, we found out from Johnston's that we were a nationally acknowledged yearbook. So at the gold level, so it's pretty. We also give a Pheasant Scholarship to editors who have served on both the yearbook and newspaper for their time and participation in those publications. And so Mallory and Gracie will receive a $250 scholarship and a plaque. As a member of the Ashton community, I'm here to present the Ashton Community Hall Scholarship. The purpose of the scholarship is to help local students in our community who are graduating from either Northwestern or from Redfield begin the next chapter of their life. Students are encouraged to continue their education, but this scholarship is also available to those who choose to enter the workforce after graduation. Community service is very important to our committee, as it is what helps keep small communities like ours active. And today I'm going to present 3 scholarships. Elizabeth Evans in the amount of $250. Kyle Woodring in the amount of $250. And Kaylin Kraft in the amount of $500.
Next, we will have Deanna Fitzenagel announcing that Glenn Allen and Carol Johnson has a Burke Honor Scholarship.
Hello. I'm here to give the scholarship in memory of my sister, Carol Johnson. She attended Redfield. She graduated from Redfield High School and later returned to teach in Redfield after teaching in Edgemont and also Sioux Falls. And she really believed in students and what they could do, and not only what their abilities were and what their talents are. And she believed every student had a talent, and you should be proud of that talent and make sure you use that talent in whatever career you choose. And before I give the award, I want to read a quote that she really liked, and I think all of you need to think about it. What you are is God's gift to you. What you do with that gift is your gift to God. So today I'm proud to give an education student an award of $500 to Marie Welling.
Next, we have Dawn from Dakota Land presenting the Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Scholarship.
Good afternoon, everyone. to chime in where Bob Tiff left off. It's a lot of fun to give away money, folks. That's all I have to say. Fun stand up here. Congratulations to the senior class. Wow, you've done a great job. It's good to see you all here. Smiles on your faces. You've got such a wonderful road ahead of you, and we're glad to be a part of it. This is the, I believe, 11th year that I've stood on this stage. And that may not seem like a big deal to you, but let me tell you why it is. Dakota Land gives away 10 $1,000 scholarships. Those go out to any applicant senior across 27 counties. We get a lot of applications, but every year I end up on your stage. That's amazing, folks. That's amazing. That's a tribute to the parents, to the teachers, to this facility, to your administration, to this town. You guys raise good kids, all right? And I'm going to share 2 scholarships with you today. One of those goes to Bridget Lambert, the other one to Marie Weller. Will you join me on the stage? And there's more. Dakota Land gives these students an opportunity to recognize a teacher, someone they feel has made an impact on their life, a lasting impression thus far. And these 2 young ladies have chosen these individuals. One of them, I understand, is still with us teaching here at the school. Her name is Cindy Brace. Would you please join me? The second one actually goes to Tristan Lechner, who has now taken a position with Aberdeen, and we will make sure those funds are directed to her. Dakota Land will give $250 to those teachers to use in their classrooms as they see fit. Thank you.
Next, we will have Libby Lambert and Doug Wright presenting the Stephen Wright Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Libby and I are here today to hand out the Steve Wright Memorial Scholarship to very deserving seniors. Steve was the son of Jerry and Nancy Wright and the brother to Doug and Kenny Wright, Carol Lambert, and Courtney Armbruster. He attended Redfield High School and was class of 1987 graduate. While attending school, Steve was involved in a variety of activities and sports. He was actually class president for 3 years, student body president, and also participated in wrestling, football, and track. Steve passed away at the age of 42. Since Steve's passing, Carol initiated and started a poker run in his honor, and after 12 years it's still going. If you're around on the 24th of June, please stop down and enjoy us for supper. I can't tell you where, because then I think I'm looking for free advertising. With the money that's raised that day, we give out scholarships. And this year's recipients are Annie Smith, Ashton Arthurs, Cameron Rolfe, Gracie Fast, Mallory Smith, Zach Aiken, Bridget Lambert. Thank you.
Next, we will have Shirley Holt presenting the Catholic Daughter Scholarship, Redfield Area Right to Life Scholarship.
Good afternoon. I got the honor to award 4 graduating seniors to respect the human dignity of every human being at every age and every stage of walk with Jesus. Today, we're going to honor Marie Weller, Bridget Lambert, Tyler Esser, and Mitchell Mack.
Next, we will have Marlene Eimers presenting the Catholic Daughter Scholarship.
Thank you. Seniors, you've come a long way from the basement over there in the old edition. We're up here to be seniors. Congratulations. I would like to award 3 scholarships that are given from Port St. Mary Catholic Daughters of Redfield, South Dakota. Even though we are a women's organization, we do offer scholarships to boys and girls, or at this point I should say young men and young women. I would like to honor Marie Weller, Nolan Dahl, and Bridget Lambert.
Next, we will have Matt Weller and Mike Youngworth presenting the Knights of Columbus Scholarship.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matt Well, and I'm joined by our Redfield Grand Knight, Mike Youngworth. It is our honor to represent the Knights of Columbus Council number 2703 here today. The Knights of Columbus is the world's largest Catholic family fraternal service organization with over 2 million members worldwide. Our Redfield KC Council has members in not only Redfield, but Millette, Zell, Frankfurt, Tulare, and Turkey. On behalf of our Knights of Columbus members, I'd like to congratulate all of you seniors for your hard work and accomplishments, and we wish you nothing but the best in your future. We have 9 scholarships to present here today, as well as 3 more for Northwestern students next week. So, to be eligible for one of our Knights of Columbus scholarships, you have to be the son or daughter of a Knights of Columbus member or a Knights of Columbus member yourself. So, our scholarship winners this year are Zach Aiken, Ellie Evans, Bridget Lambert, Mitchell Mack, Seth Seabright, Annie Smith, Trey Turk, Kyle Woodring, and Marie Weller.
Next, we will have Mike and Cindy Youngworth presenting the Autumn Youngworth Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all the graduating seniors. This award in memory of Autumn was given by her aunt and uncle, and they intended this award, this scholarship, to help the selected students advance toward their goals and dreams for the future. In 24 days, it will be 4 years since Autumn entered eternity at the age of 24. Her absence is still deeply felt, not because she was extremely intelligent, unbelievably beautiful, amazingly athletic, or artistic. She is greatly missed because of how she treated others. She was kind, caring, helpful, thoughtful, and compassionate. I challenge each and every one of us here, not only the seniors, but each and every one of us here, to be more caring, compassionate, kind, and thoughtful. This scholarship of $1,000 is awarded to Zachary Akers.
Shelley Fallon will now be presenting the Joanne Fallon Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. On behalf of my sister and her family and our dad, I am proud to be here this afternoon to present the Joanne Fallon Memorial Scholarship. For those of you that don't know, Mom was a graduate of Northville High School. However, she had many ties to Redfield High School, as her husband Brian worked as a custodian here for 36 and a half years. He made me put in the half. Both my sister Sherry and I graduated from Redfield. Sherry and Jay's 4 daughters have all graduated from or are currently attending RHS. Mom and Dad could always be found in the crowd at any pheasant athletic, academic, or musical event to support their girls. Mom ran the business office at the Community Memorial Hospital for 36 years and was a firm believer in hard work and attention to detail. She was known as a fair and conscientious supervisor to many employees at the hospital and was fortunate to make several lifelong friends as a result of her employment there. Through many generous donations from family and friends. Following her passing, a scholarship was formed in Mom's name to be awarded to a graduating senior who plans to pursue a post-secondary degree in a career that they are passionate about, as much as Mom enjoyed hers. It is my pleasure, and I'm sure with Mom's blessing, to award the Joanne Fallon Memorial Scholarship to her granddaughter, Annie Smith. And this year, we are pleased to be able to offer an additional scholarship to someone Mom considered one of her own, Bridget Lambert.
Carrie Mack will now be presenting the Redfield chapter of the PEO Sisterhood Scholarship.
PEO is a philanthropic organization that promotes and supports educational opportunities for women all over the world through grants, loans, and scholarships. In celebration of our 100th anniversary, Chapter S of the PEO Sisterhood has established a local scholarship to be awarded to a deserving senior girl, and Mallory Smith is this year's recipient.
Rita Bassett will now present the Dennis Bassett Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Dennis Bassett was a 1969 graduate of Redfield High School. He lost his life in a farm accident in 1983. Since 1985, a scholarship has been awarded to honor his memory every year. The Dennis Bassett Memorial Scholarship is a $400 scholarship made possible by an endowment fund, contributions from Dennis's family, and a generous donation from the Redfield FFA. The scholarship is awarded yearly to a graduating senior who plans to continue his or her education in agriculture or a related field of study. On behalf of the Scholarship Committee, it is my privilege to present the scholarship this year to Mr. Tyler Esser.
Next, we will have Scott Downey presenting the Heartland State Bank Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Heartland State Bank would like to congratulate all of the 2023 seniors and wish them the best of luck in the future. This year we have 4 scholarships to hand out. And we'd like Bridget Bamber, Ashlyn Clausen, Tyler Esser, Mitchell Mack.
Next, we will have Larry Tevin presenting the Redfield Masonic Lodge Scholarship.
Hello, it's my honor to represent the Brotherhood of Redfield Lodge 34 and presenting 2 $600 scholarships. That's a lot of pancakes. But 2, I'm going to save time. Cameron and Keith Lodge.
Next, we have Marshall Solheim presenting the Literary Guild Scholarship.
Good afternoon. As many of you know, I am Marcia Solheim, and I am here today to present an award to a senior graduate on behalf of the Literary Guild, the Redfield Literary Guild, in the amount of $150. And with that being said, it is my honor and privilege, because I've known most of you all your lives, to award this scholarship to for the 2022-23 Literary Guild Scholarship to Mr. Colby Mitchell. Colby, I expect a hug too. You got a lot taller than I am.
Next, we have Trixie Schlechter presenting the Parent-Teacher Student Association Scholarship.
Good afternoon. The Redfield PTSA would like to congratulate this year's seniors and wish you the best of luck in the future. The PTSA strives to support school and student activities, and so they have chosen 4 people for scholarships. We have 2 that will receive a $100 scholarship and 2 that will receive a $200 scholarship. So I would like Gavin Nichols and Annie Smith to come up, and we'll receive a $100. And then our $200 scholarships will go to Bridget Lambert and Marie Weller. Thank you.
Next, we will have Joel Osborne presenting the scholarship for the advancement of fine arts in the Roy and Caroline Stover Memorial Scholarship.
I'm pleased to present the scholarship for the advancement of fine arts. This scholarship is available for those students interested in pursuing their studies in architecture, dance, literature, music, poetry, or visual arts. Frank Lloyd Wright said that architecture is the triumph of human imagination over materials, methods, and men. To put man into possession of his own earth is at the least the geometric pattern of things, of life, of the human and social world. It is at best that magic framework of reality that we sometimes touch upon when we use the word order. Frank Gehry said architecture should speak of its time and place, but yearn for timelessness. And Zaha Hadid said there are 360 degrees, so why stick to one? It is in that spirit that this $500 scholarship be awarded to Trey Turk. It is also my honor to present the Roy and Carolyn Stover Scholarship. The family is very happy and honored this year to give this scholarship of $500 to Mr. Nolan Gall.
Next, we will have Rob Lewis presenting the Royce and Isla Mae Bush Family Scholarship.
I am pleased to present the Royce and Isla Mae Bush Family Scholarship. Although their own formal education was limited, Royce and Isla Mae were enthusiastic advocates for education. A teacher in the truest sense of the word. Royce and Isla Mae designed lessons to instill in their children, grandchildren, and young people they knew a strong work ethic and deep desire for lifelong learning. It is in that spirit that this $500 scholarship is awarded to Trey Turk.
Next, we will have Ted Williams, Vice President of the Redfield School Foundation, present the Redfield Foundation Awards.
Congratulations to the class of 2023.
On behalf of the Redfield Public School, I would like to thank all the individuals and businesses for their generosity in sponsoring scholarships for our students. Before I present the scholarships under the direction of the Redfield School Foundation, I want to tell you a little bit about the foundation. The Redfield School Foundation was started in 2003 with a gift of a $100,000 life insurance death benefit from Arlene Lobald Haig, a 1943 graduate of Redfield High School. The foundation is directed by a 9-member board of directors, and I serve as the vice president. Members of the board of directors make the selections for the scholarships I'm about to present. The first one is the Darla Wenzel Memorial Scholarship. Darla's family is awarding this scholarship in her memory. Darla attended Redfield School for grades K through 12 and graduated in 1989. The Wenzel family had 5 students grow up in Redfield and go through the school system here. We have fond memories of a great child in Redfield who liked to support students in their post-high school development. In high school, Darla was in band and played the French horn. She played basketball and was a wrestling cheerleader. She graduated with honors and went on to college at USD where she majored in math. After college, Darla moved to Austin, Texas and had a daughter, Maya. She spent her career at Hoover's Incorporated as customer service manager and then as a sales analyst. Darla passed away due to breast cancer at the young age of 37. She is loved and missed by all of her family. The Darla Wenzel Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Mallory Smith. The Doc Perry Aviation Scholarship. Doc Perry was a longtime physician in the Redfield area. This scholarship is given in his memory to a graduating senior that is majoring in the field of aviation, whether it be to be a pilot or a mechanic. It is my pleasure to present the first Doc Perry Aviation Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Kyle Woodring. The Henry Baker Scholarship. For those of you who may not remember Henry Baker, let me tell you a little bit about him. Henry was placed at the South Dakota Developmental Center here in Redfield as a young boy. He lived and worked at the center for many years until the early 1960s, when he had the opportunity to leave that facility through a special program developed through the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation. Henry's first job in the community was at the Spink County Dairy, which is now the location of the FSA building. He lived in a small apartment above Gillette Law offices. Henry never had the opportunity to go to school to learn to read and write, but he was a very hard worker. Even though Henry never received more than minimum wage, he was able to save much of his earnings, and with the guidance of local friends and bankers, he invested wisely. In addition to his work at the dairy, Henry would mow yards in the summer. He could be seen walking all over Redfield, going from yard to yard during the summer. Henry never learned to drive, and he never owned a car. He walked everywhere. Henry was very involved in the local community and eventually joined the local Lions Club and was a very active member. After his death in 1997, the Lions Club sponsored the Henry Baker Can Bank in his memory. As I said earlier, Henry never received more than minimum wage, but he was a great saver and investor. As a result, he accumulated a substantial sum of money. After his death, some of his estate was used to establish this scholarship. The scholarship in Henry Baker's memory is to recognize an individual who is a hard worker and does his or her best to overcome challenges and has an educational goal for the future. Today, on behalf of the Redfield School Foundation, I am proud to present the Henry Baker Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 to Seth Seabright.
H.I. Harrington Scholarship. H.I. Harrington was a longtime businessman in Redfield. This scholarship is given in his memory. It is my pleasure to present this year's H.I. Harrington Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Keaton Ross. Frank and Edith Packard Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded on the basis of personality and character, with due regard to honor, courage, scholarship, and leadership. Financial needs or requirements may be considered, but the recipient must have the primary qualifications. In addition, the person awarded the scholarship should be willing at some point in the future, if circumstances permit, to assist some worthy high school graduate, just as this scholarship has benefited this recipient. This year, it is my pleasure to award the Frank and Edith Packard Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Nolan Gall and Taryn Young. The M.J. Hula and Anita Hancock Scholarship. Mr. and Mrs. Hancock were lifelong residents of Redfield. Both of their children graduated from Redfield High School. This scholarship is given in their memory. This year, I'm happy to present the M.J. and Anita Hancock Scholarships in the amount of $500 to Ellie Evans and Charlie Nussbaum. Clarence and Lois B. Miller Tobin Memorial Scholarship. Lois B. Miller graduated from Redfield High School in 1933. It was her dream to attend nursing school, but lack of finances wouldn't allow her to do so. Her wish was to start a scholarship for a student interested in pursuing a nursing career. In the event there aren't applicants intending to pursue a nursing career, consideration is given to those pursuing a degree in a related field. It is my pleasure to present the Clarence and Lois B. Miller Tobin Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Cameron Ross. Richard Marksfield Scholarship. Richard grew up and attended school in Redfield. He left school before graduating to join the Navy, but he knew that education was important. His hope is that this scholarship will help the student continue their education. It is my pleasure to present the Richard Marksfield Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 to Mason Wentworth. The Annabelle Gill Scholarship. Annabelle Eisel Gill was born near Pontiac, Illinois in 1904. She moved with her parents to a farm northwest of Frankfort in 1908. Her brother Harry Eisel was born there in 1912. Annabelle attended grades 1 through 8 at a country school. She received good comments on her reports and essays at school, but she never had the opportunity to attend high school or college. Annabelle was a gifted seamstress and made quilts and afghans. Because the roads were terrible in Spink County, her family only made it to Redfield twice a year to stock up on supplies. She valued hard work, being conservative with money, family, friends, church, community, school, music, Eastern Star, and chocolate pie. This year's recipient of the Annabelle Gill Scholarship, in the amount of $250, goes to Graydon Baird. Clint and Darlene Dykstra held careers in science and nursing. Each year they gave 2 scholarships to deserving students to help them further their education. This year, the Clinton Dykstra Memorial Scholarship for $500 goes to Noel Casker. And the Darlene Dykstra Memorial Scholarship for $500 goes to Kaylin Kraft. The Jerry Schluter Scholarship was established by his family in Jerry's memory. Jerry was a patriot, educator, and lifelong learner. This year's winner of the Jerry Schluter Scholarship for $100 is Marie Weller. Marianne Haber Roth Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Marianne and to commemorate the outstanding care by many wonderful and caring doctors, nurses, surgeons, therapists, counselors, social workers, and many others. This scholarship is awarded annually to a Redfield High School graduating senior, with preference given to a student planning a career in nursing or related health field. This year's recipient of the Marianne Haber Roth Memorial Scholarship for $100 is Ashton Arthurs. Letha Gallup Memorial Scholarship. Mrs. Gallup taught 4th grade in Redfield for 36 years and finished her career in education teaching junior high math for the last 3 years. Over the span of nearly 4 decades, she impacted generations of students. Her family felt the best way to honor her legacy and her deep felt beliefs that above everything else, we are honest, and anything worth doing is worth doing well, was to create a scholarship in her name for a student seeking a degree in education. Her family's hope is that you will one day have a classroom of your own in which you can impact the lives of your students, as Mrs. Gallup did. This year's award for $300 is presented to Marie Weller. Bruce and Sally Keller Scholarship was established by their children in their memory. This year's winner of the Bruce and Sally Keller Scholarship for $1,000 is Riley Breeden. The Samuelson Truck and Grain Gene and Teresa Samuelson Scholarship goes to a hardworking senior student to help continue their education. This year's winner of the Samuelson Truck and Grain Gene and Teresa Samuelson Scholarship for $1,000 is Cameron Nelson. Earlier, Milton Violet Hanson Memorial Scholarship was to be presented by their grandson, Kevin Hanson. He wasn't able to be here this afternoon, so I'm going to present this at this time. The Milton Violet Hanson Memorial Scholarship was established in 2001 by their son, Don Hanson, of Hanson Surfboards in Encinitas, California. Milton Violet Hanson were in business in Redfield from 1939 until their death, a span of 58 years. They were always great community supporters and believers in Redfield and the surrounding area. The scholarship, in the amount of $1,000, is to be presented annually to a deserving Redfield High School student. I'm happy to say this year's recipient is Kaylin Kraft.
Miranda Schultz will now be presenting the South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship and the Senior Scholarship Awards.
Good afternoon. The South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship is a $6,500 scholarship that is awarded to students who plan to attend a public university or technical school in the state of South Dakota. The students who are awarded this scholarship have completed the coursework, scored a 24 or higher on their ACT, maintained a 3.0 GPA throughout high school, and never received below a C in a class. The following students will receive this scholarship following the end of the school year: Charlie Nussbaumer and Nolan Gall. I would also like to recognize Trey Turk and Marie Weller, if they would please stand. Trey and Marie also were eligible for this scholarship, but they will be attending school out of South Dakota. So they unfortunately are no longer eligible to receive this, but they did complete all of the requirements, which is not easy to do. So I wanted to recognize them as well. I also have some college awards to recognize for some of our seniors who have been awarded scholarships from the colleges they will be attending. Please stand after I announce your name and remain standing. Mallory Smith will receive the USD Legacy Scholarship for $1,000 and the USD Dual Credit Scholarship for $600. Noel Kastner will receive the SDSU Jackrabbits Journey Scholarship for $500 and the Yellow Blue Scholarship for $1,000. Cameron Ralphs will receive a Dakota Wesleyan Academic Scholarship for $16,000 per year and an Athletic Scholarship for volleyball for $4,500 per year. Keaton Ralphs, he will receive an Academic Scholarship to Briarcliff University for $16,000 per year. Charlie Nussbaumer will receive the USD Valedictorian Scholarship for $500. The USD Dual Credit Scholarship for $1,600 and the Coyote Commitment Scholarship for $3,000 per year. Mitchell Mack will receive the Jackrabbit Guarantee Scholarship for $2,000 and the SDSU Dual Credit Scholarship for $500. Trey Turk will receive the UHL Honors Scholarship for $2,500 per year, and he was awarded the Scholar of the Week Scholarship for $250. Bridget Lambert will receive the Northern Wolfpack Scholarship for $6,000 and the Sanford Dean Scholarship for $1,000. And Marie Weller will receive the Sister Thomas Welder Leadership Scholarship from the University of Marion. Congratulations to our senior college recipients.
We will now have Mara Frederick and Melissa Zastro presenting the National Honor Society and the National Junior Honor Society Awards.
I'd like to honor the Junior and Senior National Honor Society members. Please just stand when I say your name, and then everybody applaud at the end, and you can stay seated. Seniors, Ellie Evans, Gracie Fast, Bridget Lambert, Mitchell Mack, Charlie Nussbaumer, Cameron Rolfs, Keaton Rolfs, Mallory Smith, Trey Turk, Marie Weller, Andy Smith, and Noelle Castro. Congrats, seniors. Junior NHS members, Grady 5, Chase McGilvery, Jersey Morrison, Elijah Morissette, Katie Roselle, Kevin Weller, and Chloe Zens. Congrats, seniors.
And I advise the National Junior Honor Society students, if you would all please stand. These are students in 8th and 9th grade. Chloe Apple, Elia Vivo, Carly Brabant, Jade Englund, Tia Esser, stay standing, Ethan Falk, Miley Bai, Hayden Gall, Bryn Giblin, Layla Hardy, Kylie Herman, Grace Lemmer, Murphy Lewis, Addison Rice, Jackson Rude, Michaela Schultz, Kinley Smith, Cecilia Suker, Amelia Sharseth, Amaya White, Micah Zastro, and Connor Zenz. Congrats.
We will now have Kendra Becker presenting the Academic Achievement Awards, Student of the Month recognition, and the Student Council Citizenship Award.
The Redfield Board of Education, in keeping with the philosophy of the school district to support procedures needed to promote education with the community, wishes to recognize the accomplishments of students in the academic programs. We will recognize the students in grades 9 through 12 at this time. An academic letter will be awarded to students who have met the following requirements. Students must have attained a GPA of 3.2 for the first 3 quarters of the school year. No students may have received a grade lower than a C in any of the 3/4 semester grade for a dual enrollment course. Students may receive only 1 academic letter, but will be given a bar on succeeding years if they qualify for the award. If a student retains their academic achievement levels for 4 consecutive years, the students will receive a plaque as a senior. There will be 4 groups receiving an award. Each group should remain to my right until all students have received their award. Please hold applause until each group has received recognition. The following students have earned the award for the 2022-2023 school year. Students receiving their first award are Chloe Apple, Nels Bockel, Braden Binger, John Booth, Carly Brabant, Ashlyn Clausen, J.D. England, Hayden Gall, Tyler Garrison, Keely Hawkins, Kylie Herman, Hayden Johnson, Elliot Comross, Murphy Lewis, David Lopez, Jalea Miles, Colby Mitchell, Tucker Nelson, Madden Odlin, Siobhan Phillips, Tyler Roberts, Ella Ruth Peterson, Kaden Schmidt, Michaela Schultz, Alex Schottenkirk, Kinley Smith, Cecilia Suker, Kyle Woodring, Bryson Zenz, and Connor Zenz. Please give them a hand. Congratulations, first-time winners. All right, students receiving their second award are Zachary Aiken, Addison Evans, Carmen Herrera, JC Hoffman, Tage Lewis, Jersey Morrison, Brindley Newhart, Autumn Olson, Brooklyn Reishi, Logan Seabright, Adeline Stoner, and J.D. Turner. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. Students receiving their third award are Ashton Arthurs, Eldon Bloom, Brady Five, Devin Flea, Chase Frericks, Chase McGilvery, Elijah Morissette, Ian Reinbold, Caitlin Roselle, Seth Seabright, Kevin Weller, and Chloe Zenz. Congratulations. Students receiving their fourth award are Orlando Cruz, Tyler Esser, Elizabeth Evans, Gracie Fast, Nolan Gall, Jared Hyder, Taryn Yandel, Noel Kastner, Kaylin Kraft, Bridget Lambert, Mitchell Mack, Charlie Newsbomber, Cameron Rolfs, Keaton Rolfs, Annie Smith, Valerie Smith, Trey Turk, Marie Weller, and Mason Whitley. Congratulations. Now we're going to honor our students of the month. August and September, students of the month, please come forward. We do have plaques for you. August, and September. Marie Weller, Caitlin Roselle, Tage Lewis, Ella Marie Peterson, Emery Hoffman, Austin Snell, and Christian Peterson. October Student of the Month, Bridget Lambert, Carmen Herrera, J.D. Turner, Nels Backel, Maddie Morissette, Hannah Schlechter, and Brianna Larson. November and December Students of the Month. Noelle Kastner, Brady Five, Brooklyn Rishi, Kinley Smith, Tia Esser, Dawson Marlowe, and Tatum Zantz. Great, come back up. January Students of the Month. Mason Whitley, Jersey Morrison, J.C. Hoffman, Carly Braymat, Hannah Lemmer, Katrin Evans, Summit Durseth. February Student of the Month. Trey Turk, Devin Fleet, Maxon Sandos, Caden Johnson, Patrick Bockel, Riley Freewalt, and McKinley Zoo. March Students of the Month, Nolan Gall, J.D. Nelson, Siobhan Phillips, Ashley Stroud, Miley Five, Chase Oldland, and Eli Flynn. And finally, our April-May Students of the Month, and I'm going to ask you just to stand where you're at. You don't have to come up, or your plaque will be made. Gracie Fast, Elijah Morissette, Addie Stoner, J.D. England, Bryn Giblin, Willow Ronneberg, and Jaden Marlowe. Finally, the Student Council Citizenship Award for 22-23 year. Chosen by a vote of the faculty and the senior class. The qualifications are trustworthiness, can be depended upon to meet all responsibilities, does not have to be watched, resist temptations to waste time, create disorder or destroy property, possesses stability of character, cooperation with others, always attempts to make the school activities a success, will lead or follow, volunteers for service, very helpful in classes, always tries to promote teamwork. Courtesy knows and applies in all situations the rules of considerate and courteous treatment of all pupils, teachers, caretakers, and visitors. Is kind, cheerful, and helpful in group relationships. Worthy citizenship in home, church, and community. Character and personality as well. The recipient of this year's Student Council Citizenship Award, who was voted by the faculty in the senior class, is Bridget Lambert. Could we have all the parents raise their hands? All the parents that are here, raise your hands. Everybody look around. Now let's have all the teachers. Just lift your hands high there. Students, let's look at these people. They supported you all the way through this. Let's give them a hand.
Once again, thank you to all of you that make these scholarships and awards possible. Thank you to everyone for joining us this afternoon for the recognition meeting. Congratulations to all the awards/scholarship recipients and best wishes to the class of 2023. Thank you.
Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, you